Welcome to the greenhouse.
What is going on, everybody? Jesse and Raven. We are in the greenhouse today. I wanted to show you a few things that we have going on. It is May 3rd, and we already have a lot of succession plants going out in the garden right now. All of our cold hardy crops, most of them are actually in there. We have our broccoli, our kohlrabi, our cabbages, our brassicas, a few of our cold hardy lettuces and things like that. They're already out in the garden. But we have a lot of stuff in here that I wanted to point out and see what we got going. Okay, here we go. Okay, so over here on this side, we have a variety of different pumpkins, which are not ready to be put out yet. Raven, do you know why we don't put these out with the cold hardy crops?
Is it because it's too cold for them?
Actually, it is. A lot of people think of cold hardy like pumpkins and things, and they think of fall, and they think of like cold. But the plants themselves, they don't like the cold. They're actually a summer hardy crop. They like the heat, and that's when they produce their pumpkins and everything, which can hold on and they stay good for a long time. But it's not quite warm enough for them to go outside. They won't really succeed all that well. So we're going to leave them in here. And it's a good thing to keep them in Iowa, where we are, Zone 5B. The good rule of thumb is May 16th is when you plant those out. Next to those, let's see what we got.
Okay.
Right here. What do we got?
See this pumpkin?
No, they're over here.
Oh.
What is this? Jalapenos. We have peppers. We have a few different pepper plants over here. And we have actually a couple different varieties. They're kind of skip over here. So over here, we have a row of jalapenos. Row of jalapenos, more jalapenos. Gotta love jalapenos, more jalapenos. Jalapenos are in the pepper family, and it is a good product, a good plant to that thrives in the heat, but it doesn't thrive in the cold. And right now, outside it is 52 degrees. It's too cold for them outside. So what we're gonna do is leave them in the greenhouse until May 16th. Like
Wait,
that's
why May 16th?
it's just the good rule of thumb. May 16th is almost always our last day for frost, and so these plants, if they get frost damage on them, they will die completely. They will simply die. But in the greenhouse, if you're lucky enough to have one, or scrap it and salvage and do things like I have, free. Everything in here was free. It's a spot that all of our plants can stay at and still thrive. So let's see what's right next to the jalapenos. Bell peppers, more bell peppers, more bell peppers, more bell peppers. Oh, and just for Daddy, habaneros. Ooh, I like spicy. You say? Are they super spicy? Maybe. Yes. Like I said already, the pepper family, they don't like the cold, so they're going to stay in here until at least May 16th. And they're little plants right now anyway, so like the rabbits and squirrels, they're really going to want to just tear them up. So they are staying inside. So next to those, let's see what we got. Raven, point these out here. What do we got right here? Boop.
Cucumber.
Cucumbers.
Cucumber.
Cucumbers.
Cucumber.
Cucumbers.
Cucumber.
Yes, more cucumbers. And I think, hold on, pan around over here, because I'm pretty sure we have more cucumbers. More cucumbers. We like cucumbers. We do a lot of pickling, and if we don't get at least 100 quarts of pickles this year, Daddy's unhappy. So we're gonna pickle a lot, a lot. All right. Okay, next row, Raven. We got here. What we got?
Marigolds.
Marigolds. We actually have quite a few marigolds. I've actually dipped into this one a little bit to split them because they are pretty tight. But what else we got going on behind there?
Oh.
Sorrel.
Sorrel.
Let me slip you around here. Sorrel is it's actually quite closely related to rhubarb, but it is a lemony flavored salad green. It does really well in the cold. So it actually can go out right now, but I'm leaving it in here till it gets a little bit bigger because everything's going to want to eat it out there. Slugs, everything's going to go to town. But it is a nice one to add to any sort of salad to give you a nice lemony zest. It's not recommended to eat a lot of sorrel because it has oxalic acid in it, which is not good for you. But cooked, it's fine. Let's go and see what else we got in this row. We got, what is this? Zucchini. So we have zucchini over here. We've got zucchini over here. We've got a bunch of gray zucchinis over here for a coworker named Jeff, and I think he's going to pick those up today.
Oh,
And
yay.
I think we have a few more zucchinis right here. These ones are
Yeah.
very young.
Yeah, very young.
And like we already said, it's more of a summer crop, so they're staying in here because I don't want any sort of frost damage.
Okay.
Okay, here we have tomatoes, and we actually have quite a few tomatoes. I will pan through just a few of them because I've been separating them out into these buckets or gallon jugs. 5 there, 5 there, a bunch over here, a bunch over here, more there. Let's pan around over here. We got tomatoes, bobados, banana, fofados, more tomatoes, even more tomatoes, tomatoes. Oh, what do we have over here? For he's a jolly tomato, and more tomatoes. We have a lot of tomatoes. We will do somewhere within the vicinity of 75 to 125 tomato plants every year. If we don't get 500 or 600 pounds of tomatoes, I feel like an unhappy camper. We do things in bulk because I don't like buying anything from the store, and everything from the garden tastes better. So, oh yes, it does. And like we'll do 100 to 125 quarts of tomato sauce alone, and that's just a good thing to have. It can be turned into a bunch of different things, pasta sauces, and just add flavors, make our own ketchup, everything else like that. So it's good to have a lot of. But let's see what else we got going on in here.
Okay.
What else? Okay, so we have a few different odds and ends over here. Raven, you just pointed out one. What is that?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Hibiscus. We actually are going to do it for the flowers. We can make a nice red colored tea from it, which is actually quite nice. But it's obviously hasn't even set yet, so we have to wait for it to sprout and everything else. Then right next to that, celery hasn't sprouted yet either, but these ones are all fresh. I found some extra seeds, so we've just been planting, and more planting. Next to those, we have more pickling cucumbers, jicama, which I've never done before, but it's really, a curious one. Amaranth, love me bleeding, tender sweet watermelon, more winter squash mix, which actually, let me pan you back around over here, because we should have some winter squash over here as well. Let's see. Scallop squash? Yes, we do. And then right next to those, let's see here. What else we got? More cucumbers. You gotta have cucumbers. More cucumbers. More tomatoes. Which ones are these? Let's see here. I forget. Tomato Super Sweet 100s. That is a delightful, indeterminate tomato. And you can see there are a lot of plants in there right now. I'm going to definitely need to split these up. They're an indeterminate variety, and they will get huge, but I can get probably 20 plants out of that 1 gallon jug. And we like the baby tomatoes. We have rattlesnake watermelon, which I've never actually grown this, so these ones are going to be new to us this year, but I'm excited. I split those up, so we have 5, 10, looks like 14 plants. So if we get 1 or 2 watermelons off of each one of those, and those ones are supposed to be between 15 and 25 pounds, that's hundreds of pounds of watermelon. And watermelon is delightful in summertime. Yum, 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 yum. Rattlesnake watermelon. It's just a different variety of watermelon, baby. Let's see what else we got. Got it. Is it heavy? Is it heavy? Yeah, it's heavy. I'll hold on to it a little bit too. Okay, so on this side, point with your nose to this side, Raven. Boop. Okay, yep, right there. These are celeriac. It is a cousin of celery, and it makes a bulb instead of a nice long stalk. And as you can see, there's a lot of celeriac in there. I'm going to have to separate those out when they get a little bit bigger. But I hope to have at least a row of about 25 to 50 plants. They are a long season plant. And they will take probably between 100 and 120 days, which is about all we get for good weather in Iowa. So let's see what else we got. Right here, look over here. I decided to try and do a snail roll. If you've never seen a snail roll, I've never seen them before either, but I thought it was a really cool idea. I took a lot of sheets of newspaper and I laid them out, and then I put soil on top of that and seed, and then I rolled it up into this delightful roll, as you can see here. And as you can see, they actually sprouted pretty well. Let me show you a couple other ones, because I have, that one is leeks. I have more leeks here, and then another roll of onion.
Wow.
Yeah, so the onions should work out pretty good. In theory, all I have to do is wait for them to get a little bit bigger. Then I roll out that roll, and all the roots should be in the soil. Then we just take those roots and the whole plant itself, and then we stick it directly in the ground and see how that works. I'm suspicious, so we'll see how that works. Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what else we got going. Oh yes. So Raven, where did you grow these? Though these ones are completely yours.
It's one of my, what's that called? I got it from my grandpa.
Hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be going.
And it's going very well. I mean, look how much you got for growth.
Mm-hmm. And there's also some
basil. I'll put that over there.
already flowered.
Yeah, they actually did flower. Oh, and look right here. You got some more flowers. Yeah. I cannot even for the life of me remember which ones these are, but it looks like a morning glory of some sort. So those look pretty good. Oh, look down here. Let's pan you back down over here. Point these ones out. Are these more of your flowers? Are these more of your flowers? What kind of flowers are they? Because they look like a morning glory to me. Are they morning glory? Maybe. Okay.
Wait. Morning glories are kind of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see. I want to show them the little flowers of the basil. That purple basil is very pretty and very floral, even in the greenhouse. I mean, it's when you walk into a greenhouse, you get a lot of the aromas of the plants. And like, if you've ever walked past a tomato plant, is the only way you can understand it because it's such a heady smell. But all of these combined, it's just a delight walking in here, especially when it's not super hot. But I just wanted to show you guys just a few of the things we have growing. A lot of the stuff we have in here right now is, like I said, our summertime crop. And I still need to plant a little bit more just to, hedge our bets and make sure if something dies, we have some more spots where we can plant something just in case it happens. I like to have more backups so we don't have a bare spot because I like growing my own food. If you're anything like me, you like it too. I mean, we're on a spot that's weird, like right now, because a lot of people, it's hard to be able to afford to do a lot of stuff, but you can dig a hole in the ground and you can start a small garden yourself. So if you don't have to go as crazy as we have, because this is pretty crazy. We got a lot of stuff going on. It's almost like a second job coming out here. But it's a fun one and it's very rewarding and it's just an easy thing to do with your family and it makes food. Who doesn't love food? If you don't like food, what's the matter with you? All right, what's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you?
That's exactly right.
What's the matter with you?
But I just wanted to show you guys what we got going on. I want to know what you guys have going on. Put a comment down. Let me know what you have in the ground. It doesn't have to be crazy like this. If you only have 4 plants of tomatoes, let me know. I just want to see what everyone else is growing. I get excited when I get to drive past someone else's property and see a garden. I just start going, garden? Ooh, garden. What do they got going? Yeah, perfect. All right, so without any further ado, we're going to be stopping here. But yeah, we'll do a few more videos this week and see what we can get going. Happy gardening.
And also, I'm 8.
You're 8. That's right.
My sister's almost 6. And my brother's 3.
Okay. Happy gardening?
Yeah, happy gardening.
Happy gardening.
Happy gardening.